Meanwhile, New York has declared a state of emergency over the spread of the polio infections. And this is being done in order to try and cut down the number of infections that have been witnessed in the state in recent weeks. It's also trying to boost vaccination rates in the state amidst further evidence that the virus is now spreading across the state. The polio virus has been detected in sewage samples from 4 different counties in New York and also in the metro areas besides the city itself. The counties happen to be Rockland, Orange, Sullivan and Nassau area. And according to authorities, the wastewater samples from these areas have tested positive for paralytic polio, a poliovirus that can cause paralysis in humans. The state authorities began wastewater surveillance in the month of July after an unvaccinated adult caught polio in Rockland County and suffered from paralysis. Now, this was the first known instance of the polio infection in a country nearly in a span of a decade. The State Health Department has said that it aims to boost the immunization rates from the current statewide average of just about 79% to almost 90%. The emergency order issued on Friday by Governor Kathy Hochul is the state's third this year. Earlier, the state authorities had issued similar orders to contain the coronavirus and monkeypox outbreak in the state. The declaration of such an order allows emergency medical workers, midwives and pharmacists to join the network of providers who can roll out the polio vaccine to the public. The polio was largely eradicated from the United States by vaccinations that began way back in 1955. There is no cure for polio as of now, but the vaccine program has been very effective, not just in the United States, but indeed around the world. In pretty much the whole of the world, the polio virus has been eradicated through a very intense program of vaccinating young children. And the virus mainly affects children, and it typically causes muscle weakness and paralysis. In some very serious cases, it also causes permanent disability and can even lead to death. An inactivated polio vaccine is used in both the United States and the United Kingdom as part of the child immunization program. Although some states have very high rates of vaccinations, some areas in the United States interestingly fall behind the national average, and this has now become a serious cause of concern, especially in the aftermath of polio infections that have now been reported in the state of New York. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.